What's up, guys? I'm back. It was my first day of school back after the break. I already took off my makeup and got my pajamas, and I've been doing homework for the last couple hours, and you're gonna see that in the time lapse I made. School was pretty alright. 0 hour is my TOK class, Theory of Knowledge. We had a independent study that we had to do to find some really good research for our TOK essay. She wants us to make sure that our sources are really good because we only get to use a couple for this essay. And then we do like these whole pages about it, and it was actually pretty interesting. I found a source that I actually really enjoyed reading because I'm really excited about my prompt that I'm writing my TOK essay on. And so I found the source that I found was very interesting, and it helped me a lot understand the scope of how I want to lay out my essay. So I did that. And then my first period, my second class of the day is IB Psych, and we are starting our project, which is called the IA. The IA, we're starting it, and we did like an exemplar, and then we like had to grade it and everything. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. Finished it up in class already, turned it in. My third class, my second period is my math apps class. We did a problem session of the test. So like normally we do problem sessions a week before the test, but our last test was actually so bad that everybody failed it, and she had to put a ginormous curve on it so maybe we wouldn't fail completely. And so she was like, we're gonna do a problem session where you're gonna rework the problems because I don't want you to be so bad at this because I didn't teach you properly. So she let us do that, and then that was pretty easy. And then we have presentations for RIA and math. Because we did our IA, I'm not done with it. I still have a lot of data collection to do, but I did collect some data so that way I had a paper to write a rough draft on. So you're basically presenting your rough draft, and then you're opening up the floor for questions to your classmates. And I have a couple questions lined up for them because I have questions about things I should do. I'm doing a thing where I test how far actual people singing deviate from their like frequency. So I'm measuring their pitch, and then I'm typing the value that it says for the frequency into a chart, and then I run it through all of this big math that I have my chart set up with, and then it does all the math for me, and then it tells me two different numbers. One is my chi-squared statistic number, and that is like, I don't remember what that one is, but I know the other one is my is the value that's like 0.99 or whatever it's supposed to be, and that's your like critical value. Well, not critical value, but like it the closer it is to 1, the less it deviates from what it's supposed to be. And so most of the people were like nobody was lower than 0.9. 0.9 was my bottom thing for my graph because nobody below that. Somebody got very close. Somebody had 0.91. And the others were all like 0.99 something or 0.98 something. And the piano was 0.9999999. So I plan to do one more girl. We're doing girls for this. And then I plan to do the piano 4 more times. And I plan to do a bunch of other instruments a couple more times. So that way I have data on like larger amounts of data to cover, because I feel like my topic's very simple. Although it's HL level math for the IA, it's very simple, and it doesn't take me a lot of complex thinking. So I really do want to get a lot more data, so I have a lot more to talk about as far as why some instruments may deviate more than others. But obviously there's human error involved in that, so I just want more to talk about. So that's why I'm doing that. And I made that presentation, and I just turned it in. My presentation date is next Tuesday, so that's when I'll be presenting that. So I'll probably brush up on it before then, but you know, I probably won't need to because my math IA is very simple and there's not much to talk about. My third period is my chem class. My chem, we're doing our IA as well in that class. I wrote up my entire procedure. I ran 5 runs of my different things, and I need to run 4 more trials of those 5. So I have 20 trials left to run, roughly. But yeah, I haven't done any of the math for it, but it's not due for a while, so I'm going to take that day by 8. I wrote out the entire procedure, so it's good to go. 1 second. Sorry, my dad was asking what I wanted for dinner, so I'm back. Okay, so then I'm taking that day by day. We're taking it slow and everything, and I'm going to get it done on time, and it'll all be okay. And then my 4th period is choir. I had lunch before that, and I went to Taco Bell with some friends, and I spent the very few dollars that I have left in my account. So we're real broke now. I'm guessing I'm around $5 to $10 in my account right now, but I have $500 in savings. So guys, so just bear with me. And then lunch was fire, but it did blow up my stomach. And then I went to choir, and they didn't make any passive-aggressive comments about what occurred last semester, which I'm very fucking surprised about. But my director seems to still have a dick up his ass, and it's probably my other director's dick at this point. Because he was, you know what I found out? So there's a girl in my class. I need to stop talking about other people. But you know what? I can tell you guys. This girl in my class got kicked out of my class because we have this big trip where we're going to, like, a conference to go perform. And she found out that she did a national dance competition on the same week, like, time period as that competition. So she can't afford, nor does she, like, miss the competition to go. But she can't also afford to go to both and try to make it to both and make it both work. So she told my director that, and my director kicked her out and put her in a different class period. And, like, to give you context, all the other class periods are dog water, and my class period is the best class period because it has 80 people in it, and all their class period has less than 20. So you get the gist. And so, like, that's a big deal. And also, she's in, like, the big, like, show choir. Like, she's in the, like, the special, really special group that's literally going on a trip tomorrow to New Orleans because they're so good. And that's crazy to me that she's going to be put, like, this is the first time in probably 20 years that somebody from that pop group has been in a class period other than 4th period. Crazy shit. And then part 2 to that, this guy didn't have his music, and he's also in this super big pop group. And my director was so fed up with him forgetting his music because he apparently forgets his music all the fucking time. They told him to go sit in the fucking corner, and he goes sit down on the fucking corner in the floor. He was literally on the floor in the corner. And we, like, our doors are really far away from where everybody sits. So if somebody's there at the door, then somebody has to get up from our risers that we have, because we have these giant risers that we all sit on, and walk all the way over to the door and open the door. But since he was sitting right there next to the door, he just opened the door for people coming back from the bathroom the entire day, which was so fucking funny. But yeah, that was choir. That was it for choir. We rehearsed some songs, some stuff. I have this really complicated ass song where I'm an alto 1, so my part goes, like, you hold do, and then it's a triplet, but the first note in the triplet's a quarter rest. No, it's not a quarter rest. It's an 8th rest. It's an 8th rest, and then you sing 2 notes, and then it's a dotted half note. So so he explains it like this, that instead of going triplet, you go ballet, like that. And then the let is, like, after the let, it's, like, this long note, and you hold that till you get to the next ballet, and then it's just that, and we do it, like, mi, fa, so la, ti, mi, re, do. Like, it just, like, goes like that over and over and over again with different, like, 3 ascending notes over and over and over again, and it lasts for, like, 6 pages. 6, 7, okay. But it's so fucking complicated now. I'm a little bit worried about every single piece we're singing, but we're getting this really cool piece called Knox tomorrow, and I heard the choir perform it when I wasn't in the choir, when I was in a different class period 2 years ago. They performed the same song. I'm obsessed. I'm so fucking obsessed. It's called Knox. Go look it up. Knox, N-O-X, choral piece, and it'll probably be the first one. It is so fucking cool, but you have to, like, wait till you get to the middle of it, because the middle of it is the fun part. When the big piano starts in and they start doing the drums, that's when you know you've got to the peak part, okay? So go watch it. But yeah, and we got this other piece called Ritmo, which is another really fun piece. You should go look it up. There's a bunch of clapping and snapping and stomping, and it's all in rhythm, and everybody does a different thing. It is so much fun. And then we have this light keeps fucking turning off. You'll probably see it in the fucking time lapse, because it turned off like 50 fucking times, and it's PMLing me. But anyways, we have this song that it's actually what I wrote my college essay about. It's called Day of Fire and Sun. And I also saw it 2 years ago, and it's the reason why I wanted to be in this class period, like, from the beginning. Like, it is just so fucking good. It's Day of Fire and Sun by Dominic Diorio. Don't listen to anybody else's. Dominic Diorio, and the YouTube video you should be looking for is the blue one. It's blue, and it has, like, yellow bars with text on it. But it is, I think it's the University of Toledo choir. That's the video you need to be looking for. Go watch that shit and tell me it's not life-changing, that song. It sounds so fucking weird, but I love it. And I love singing it. It's so much fun. I'm so excited for this trip. and the conference and everything that is to come. I have so many things to look forward to. I was talking to my mom about this yesterday because I was talking to her about how I feel like everything's kind of going down the toilet, and I've been really yesterday. I didn't include this in my video yesterday because I made it earlier in the day, but after 8 p.m. everything started hitting me with how many fucking things have gone wrong so far, and it's literally only January 6th, and so it's really been stressing me out. I feel like everything has gone down the drain. I officially got fired from my job, which is weird because they haven't scheduled me for 2 months, and then I randomly can't log into my scheduling app, so I look up what that means, and that means I got fired or moved from the schedule, which is equivalent to getting fired. But it's so disrespectful to me that they I thought they genuinely appreciated me as a person, whether or not they're gonna schedule me. But no, they didn't even fucking email me, call me, text me, none of that. What the fuck, man? So got fired from my job. My grandma is definitely going to die. It's going to happen. I've cried. It's whatever. I'm not gonna get all emotional in here. I've come to terms with death, and I'm probably going to cry more about it, but it's death. I can't do anything about it. I can't change it. It's going to hurt. It's going to impact my life negatively. It's going to impact my mom's life negatively. I feel very, very bad for my mom, because right now I'm just trying to make it life on her as easy as possible, so I'm doing everything that she normally does for me for myself instead. So I'm trying to keep my room clean, because when my room's not clean, she forces herself to clean it, which I don't like her doing. And I'm just trying to make sure everything's organized and put together, so that way she doesn't have to do anything when she gets home, because she's literally just going to the hospital every day for all 9 hours of the day and then comes back home. And so I walk the dog, which she forces herself to do once again. So I'm trying to get everything done so that she can just come home and go to bed. That's the goal right now. So yeah, I'm trying to stay productive, and these videos are going to keep me productive, and that's why I'm doing these. Keep me productive, keep me on task, keep me going, kind of as a journal, a visual journal, because I'm kind of tired of fucking journaling. It's fun, and I like putting all the pictures and whatever on it, but writing, it hurts my hands. So I'm not going to do that anymore. So I'm just going to keep making these video journals, and that's just what's going to be the vibe. And then back to what I was saying. 5th period is my English class, and we basically just got a packet about Mexico, about the history of Mexico and all the Native Americans and all the shit that happened there. And it is the thickest. It's so thick, and I have to read it by Thursday, but I read half of it. So that means if I read another half tomorrow, and I read a little bit during the school day, throughout the school day, and I go through and highlight, then I can finish it tomorrow during the school day, and then when I get home, I can go through and pick out all the information she tells us to pick out, because she told us to pick out some random things like Aztec gods and whatever, and I'm gonna go pick out all the information and memorize it, and then do a brush through with everything finalized, because that bitch, even though she told us that she wasn't gonna throw in something that was just brushed over, she likes to do that shit all fucking time on quizzes. And quizzes are what fucked me over last time. I had an 89 in her class. I could have gotten a fucking 90. But instead, I had a one fuck-ass quiz that was a 78. But yeah, it'll be okay. Life will move on. So we got that on lock. And then also, I have my IO, which is my big speech. But I did a lot of reviewing. I actually looked at the doc for the first time in a fucking month, because I wrote it right before break and then turned it in 30 minutes because I didn't give a shit anymore. And then I reworked it. I re-looked at the text, because when you don't read Hamlet for a week straight like I did, you begin to lose the ability to read it a little bit. So when I was rereading the excerpt of text that I picked for my speech, I was like, what the fuck does this mean? So I had to brush up on all of that, figure out what I was going to talk about, kind of rework my global issue, rework all of that, and get it all settled down. And then I re-looked at my painting that I picked, and I kind of re-settled down that. I did some research about how Salvador Dali likes to put his pieces together and how it interacts with his surrealist art and his surrealist art style. And so I think I have everything locked down and ready to go. What I've plan to do is every night I've recorded myself, audio recorded myself for 10 minutes speaking, because it's supposed to be a 10-minute long presentation, and I just speak for the 10 minutes about my topic. I have my prompt in front, I have my outline in front of me and the doc with my stuff on it, because that's what you're allowed to have for the speech. And I just kind of talk and talk and talk and talk, even if it sounds like a bunch of bullshit. And then once I'm done, I rewatch it and then take notes on any statement I say that I think sounds sparked, so I can really grasp the knowledge that I'm trying to talk about, so I don't have to keep staring at the paper. and expecting it to give me more information. I can just talk and talk and talk and talk, and you guys know I love fucking talking. So as long as I'm knowledgeable about what I'm talking about and I act like I'm the only fucking person who knows it, I got this shit down. I got this shit down. I'm gonna eat at that speech. Everything's gonna be okay. Life is gonna be okay. I will be great. Don't fucking worry. And then my 6th period is my Spanish class, and Spanish is Spanish. We never have homework. I never have to try. My IB exam at the end of the year is not going to be over this Spanish because I'm taking ab initio Spanish exam, which means I only take it over levels 1 and 2, and I'm in Spanish 3. So this class is for shits and giggles, and just because IB requires you to be in a language for at least 4 years, and I took a different language at the school I went to before I transferred to the school that they don't have here. So instead I joined Spanish 1 my sophomore year. So that's why everything's set up that way, and that's why I'm a senior in Spanish 3. Don't hate. I will be the oldest person in that classroom except for the teacher in a month, because I'm one of 2 seniors, and the only other senior birthday is in July. So I'll be the only the only adult, the only 18-year-old in that class other than the teacher. I'm going to get called so much by those 5th graders. And I see them all as 5th graders, even though some of them are juniors and some of them are sophomores. I see them all as 5th graders. Don't play with me. But yeah, trust me, I got this locked down. But yeah, that was how my school day went. I told a lot of people about my grandma because I'm a talker. And I know I said I was going to be more mysterious and whatnot. But I really only told people that are close to me. Maybe like 6 people that are close to me. And yeah, that's it. I mean, it just kind of, it's what it is. Life's just kind of shitting on me right now. And I'll figure it out. It'll all be okay. But yeah, that's about it for today. Yesterday was like really a dead dropping point. Like I genuinely was sitting in my bed and I was like, good Lord. I feel so overwhelmed, and I feel like everything's going down the drain, and everything's just so bad and so disappointing, and it's just so upsetting to me. And I felt really dead and buried and very unmotivated to move and unmotivated to get things done. But I'm really proud of myself today for staying the course and staying motivated and locking it back in. I'm excited about using my planner. I'm kind of redirecting my brain and my thinking and everything. And so that's just the goal right now. And I think that it's perfectly okay for a goal right now. So yeah, guys, keeping my shit together, but on YouTube edition. That's kind of just it. And back to what my mom said about being excited for the future. We're going to take time to list some positive affirmations and positive things about the future. Number 1, I will decide what college I go to within the next couple months, because all my decisions are going to come out within the next couple months. I'm going to decide my entire fucking future, where I'm at for the next 4 years. That's fucking exciting. Whether it's scary, it's exciting as fuck. I'm going on a trip with my choir. I'm going on 2 trips with my choir, actually. I'm going on SWACDA, which is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Never been there before. Super excited to see it. And then I'm going to Corpus Christi. Once again, never been there before. Super excited to see it. I just know that these trips are going to be so fun, that summer's going to turn the corner and everything will be okay, and I'll have a bunch of photo shoots booked in the summer, because I know so many fucking people want photos, and I've told everybody that they can't do outdoors photos now because look outside, look out your window, there's nothing there for me to take pictures of. So I'm going to have so many photo shoots booked. I've applied to so many jobs. I'm going to get at least one of them, which means I will have a job hopefully soon. And that's something fun to look forward to, training somewhere new, meeting new people, having new friends, all of that fun stuff to look forward to. And then also just like, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to graduate high school after 13 years of being in school. I'm going to graduate school, and I'm never going to do public school systems again. Like, that's fucking insane. That is fucking insane. That is insanity. Life's crazy, guys. Life's crazy. Cherish it while you have it. Take pictures of all the moments. Take as many pictures as fucking possible. I don't give a shit about the phone storage you have. You can upload it to Google Drive and then delete it off your camera roll. Take as many photos as possible. Pick up that camera. Cherish the moments. I saw a TikTok once that was like, when you find beauty in things that others have yet to realize. And I was like, that's so photographer core. That's so photographer, because I see things so differently than a lot of my friends. Like, I'll stop to take a picture somewhere, and then my friends are like, what are you even taking a picture of? Like, there's nothing to take a picture of. And I'm like, you don't see it? You don't see what I'm seeing? And Like, just pick up a camera, take pictures, keep the memories. You don't have to be good at it. You don't have to be amazing at it. Pick up your phone, take pictures. I'm telling you guys, photography is so much fun, and you can start literally anywhere, anytime. I started it literally less than 2 years ago, and look where I am now. I might go to NYU for photography or some other amazing school, even if I don't get into NYU. And maybe I'll go to UT and study advertising there and get to take art classes and live my grandpa's dream of being a Longhorn, because that motherfucker wants me to get him free tickets so bad, even though I've explained to him multiple times that even if I'm a student there, I can get him free tickets. But that means my family will be able to come visit me. Same difference. But yeah, my future is bright. It's waiting for me, and I'm staying the course no matter how hard it gets. Even though it's really, really hard right now and things seem down the drain, I will stay the course. I will stay productive. I will keep going, and you will too. So to all my high school seniors out there, keep this shit running, because you got this shit. And we're almost done at the finish line. Do you crap out before the finish line if you're running cross country? I don't know, because I don't run cross country, but I bet you don't. So don't do it now. You guys got this. I got this. We got this. Go watch City Rivalry. Go listen to those choir songs I said to go listen to, and live a happy life. Peace out, motherfuckers.